This week Vladimir Putin admitted, out loud, that Ukraine's drones are doing economic damage. His own industrialists say a quarter of Russia's refining is gone. For months Russia insisted its fuel troubles were manageable. This week, at his own party's Congress, Vladimir Putin said something different, acknowledging the economic damage Ukraine's long-range strikes are doing, and calling for better air defense to stop them. Sitting in the same hall, the head of Russia's Union of Industrialists put a number on it. Drone strikes, he said, have cut the country's refining capacity by a quarter to a third. And Ukraine spent the weekend widening the target list. The Novokuibyshevsk refinery in Samara, 900 kilometers away, the oil terminal at Yeysk, and a Su-24 destroyed at Saky airfield in occupied Crimea. But the new thing was a warehouse. For the first time in the war, Ukraine hit Ozon, Russia's second biggest online retailer, and then hit a second Ozon hub the next night. 15 strikes on Wildberries, now its main rival. The campaign has moved from Russia's fuel to the machinery that moves everything else. Russia's answer was aimed at the capital. Kyiv and its main airport at Boryspil were struck twice inside 24 hours. Around 7 ballistic missiles with cluster warheads onto the airfield, and a strike on a railway facility in Darnitsia that killed a railway worker. It happened as 10 European leaders arrived in the city. The pattern is the one Ukraine cannot fix alone. It downs most drones, and the ballistics get through. In July, Washington declined Zelensky's request for hundreds more Patriot interceptors. This week France stepped in, Macron agreeing to speed up deliveries, bring forward its new SAMP/T system, and license Ukraine to build the interceptors, and the long-range Scalp missile itself. And tomorrow, Ukraine turns 35. Today was Flag Day. Zelensky raised the flag in Kyiv alongside the leaders of Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Latvia, Lithuania and Norway, beside the original banner carried into Parliament in 1991. On Monday, more than 30 countries joined the coalition of the willing in Kyiv to discuss air defense, sanctions on Russia's shadow fleet, and future security guarantees. Zelensky also finally answered Mikhailo Fedorov, the ex-defense minister, who called for wartime elections. Elections now, the president said, would be a tsunami for the state, one that would split the country. Russia's losses passed 1,476,000 troops, and for the first time in months, the aircraft column moved, that Su-24 at Saky. On the ground, around 200 clashes, Pokrovsk and Konstantinivka still the heaviest. But the wider picture is striking. Analysts at the Institute for the Study of War calculate that across the first 3 weeks of August, Russia gained no ground at all, ending the period a net 27 square kilometers behind, after Ukrainian counterattacks. 4.5 years in, Russia is burning through fuel, refineries and men to move backwards. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.